So we are going to go into game 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, I'm kind of confused on the conceding. He had 5 cards left in deck.
No, he had 3. He had 3, and the Shergo that he needed was still in the deck.
All right.
Here we are going into game 3.
Yep. Going to the match, I can't say much more than like the triggers affect the game.
Well, I mean, when you heal,
That many times.
yeah.
And on to the races.
Yep. We are finishing up post mulligan, obviously.
Yep.
So it's hard to say. Do you think the person who goes first is in favor in this matchup, or the person who goes second?
First, because you're going to start acting everybody. There's no grade 3 restriction on any of the cards. But you can argue that the first person will deck out.
I do think that the first person who's going to deck out is honestly
Now-
the player going second.
Where I can see a second too is the early game tigers or jaguar looking things.
The
cats.
rails. Yeah.
They're not promos.
Hmm?
They're not promos.
No, I didn't say that. I said Rilk. I said its name. So it looks like Geo accidentally had a crit trigger in his ride line. So
I
they
don't know how you
basically
do that.
Well, it's an easy fix. They basically just made him do a re-mulligan.
Of his whole hand?
Yes, they made him do a whole new re-mulligan.
Grabbing World Order.
I do think that the sad part about this is that Gravidia is a deck that does the same thing over and over.
Yeah, it's not like Flagberg where there's like 3 different lines of play. Even though I kind of wish for a little bit more lines of play, but that's me digressing a little bit.
I do hate to say it, but I think Theguria is also the same way.
That doesn't have a lot of lines of play.
I think it does. It has many different ways to get to that same line of play.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that's guaranteed is the maple because it always returns to the field. The thing is not the lines of play for Thegria. The thing is not the lines of play for Thegria. It's more like
You'll commentate the final one.
All right, so like I was saying, talking about different decks, if we go back to BCS Duluth, the Fagria play, right? It's different because it's not, the deck is not about the attacking step. Then it's more about the effect of Fagria, right? Like overall just getting the cards in hand. Mostly the cards that you want to get in hand are just to keep the motions of Fagria going. Like the attack is not even the most important part. It's more like what the resources you grab to assert to your opponent. So like how you guard them and how you play around the deck that's in front of you. It's more like a counter than a aggressive deck.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a little bit here to David Senokossoff. I love how David can go so far without playing Nova Grappers to keep Nova Grapper sleeves and
Hey.
put them on grid video.
As much as you can to rep your clan.
Exactly. And here we go, calling the Shadow Army token, or moving up the Shadow Army token. I don't know why I said calling. And Baki Burrito. Oh, that is a solid thing too. Getting the Soul Charge and Soul Charging a Meteor for Baki.
Oh, yeah.
That is really good.
So here we are. We're only going to do 3 here.
Yeah, I just wanted to guarantee the critical. He is already at 0, so what he's trying to do is push to like an even amount of damage. I don't know about committing to more because of the possibility of healing. I think you just have to ignore that and just play the game through.
I think when you go into this mindset, you go as much damage as I can push through is what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Because if
So
my
guarding for
opponent,
35, he sacked 3, he's a 28, so now he is hitting, I
he's
believe.
38.
No, 45, yeah. He's getting another trigger, no trigger. And here we go, taking the 18, damaging a meteor. Hate to see it.
This is 25.
And then here, another meteor.
So we do see that David went down to 1, which I think this is still very big, taking the advantage in damage.
And here we go, getting into Geo's turn over here.
Now watch him shuffle. So here we are. We're going for the 5 meteor play. Classic group video.
Classic triggers. Now,
Yep.
the question is, do we see a heal?
I don't think. So we don't see
No
anything.
triggers.
When do you ever see Gravidio do a 5 meteor play and not hit a trigger?
You know how I say that I confirm this game, or like I play this game like blackjack, or my play style is anything that can bring me blackjack?
Mm-hmm.
This is Russian roulette.
Yeah.
You sack the 5 meteors, you put a bullet in the chamber, and you
Right.
spit it.
Yeah, and if it hits, it hits.
And then it's a 2-shotter, it's not 1.
So here we are. He's going to only soul charge for 1 and then draw 2.
Yep.
So we're at 4 meteors right now, and then we have the Baki.
Baki is definitely not going to keep it at 4.
Nope.
Where is my meteor? There we go. Going straight to 5. Does he have another one? Is he confident?
He already put 1 down, so he's at 5 right now. There's the goblin. Are we
Yep.
putting?
Baki
Right.
back to deck.
Yep.
The new play these days.
The new play.
And then we're sowing 2 to draw.
Soul Blast 3, you draw a card since you put a grade 3 back.
Ah, yes. Goblin's busted.
The goblin definitely adds to what you're wanting to do.
Yep, here going for the 5 meteor play, popping the 1. And let's see how Gio responds to the matchup. Looks like he's going for the PG. He's, trying to be a little bit safe here.
You don't want to go from 2 to dead.
First check critical. Ooh.
So let's see if he's going to.
He's going to give everything.
Yep, he does give everything to the Baki burrito.
Second check goblin. Man, that's the same try check as two.
Consistent.
Going for the 1 damage.
I do think this was smart on David because if Gio doesn't guard it, then he's going to 5 instead of just going to 4 if he doesn't guard this one.
Yep, and it does look like we're in time of the round. We were 3 minutes ahead of schedule. So we're proceeding into 0, 1, 2, 3 procedures. Right when you're getting attacked for 5 damage.
It is just 2 damage.
He's already grabbing the thing, so now
3.
he has to take all 3 damage.
It
4 meteors are in that damage zone.
Where David said, "Where are your heal triggers now?"
I think David wants to see the damaged heal triggers.
Yeah, no. I think another thing also for seeing so many meteors going into your damage is if you do hit those heal triggers, then you do know what you're putting into the drop.
Is it soul charge draw or draw soul charge?
It's a draw. It's a soul charge and then draw.
Okay.
So interesting that we're putting the Bulba Mine not as boosting. We're just gonna put it as an attacker.
I think we're at that time where, like, we gotta hope for the best here.
Yeah, where it doesn't matter what
he only
position.
has to sack the 3, so he doesn't have the Gravidia move. This is 1, so David will be 2.
Okay, so we are. Where is he putting the crit?
Well, whichever. Yeah, he wants to guarantee that meteor. Oh, Bulba Mine's already an 18. That's right.
Yeah. So here we are. And then swinging for 32 damage with an on-hand.
Yep. Probably guardable.
Yep.
Yep.
It's definitely guardable when you have the OT.
Oh, yeah. Except for if it's the OT. And now he's currently at 3.
So Gio's ham does look like he can guard the turn.
Yep. Rachel, thank you so much. Or, sorry, not Rachel. Thank you for the sub. The chat's on your side and I can't read it. All right, here we go. Calling the grade 2. Doesn't look like he's activating skill, but definitely going to activate the skill Shergo, returning some meteors back to deck. I believe he gets 5k for each meteor return?
No. So he gets 5k for 1, 3, or 5. So he's going to get plus 15 right now. So it's 5k for 1, 10k for 3, and then 15 for 5.
So he's pumping it up.
Yes. He is pumping you up. Poorly timed. You're a little late on the sound effects today.
I know. We could have used them.
Especially when all the over triggers were being hit during the Swiss. You could have been using
you're
the
right. Over trigger.
Oh, no, you could have been. Sure.
Or
That's when you guard for OP to pass.
Yep. Oh, he gets the critical. And nada más. That Shergo is beefy.
So he is 35 if I do.
Yep, and it does look like Gio is still able to find space to guard that attack. Does he have the Persona again? No. Going in with the draw, going in with the heal.
Oh,
and
here we are.
That's not a number.
So we have 12 and 10 as our other attacks. Could you imagine hitting the fateful GG? Just imagine. hitting the GG Elder Breath.
Oh man. Oh, the Elder Breath. I mean, honestly, if he could just guard
So
one Elder Breath.
David just said exactly what I was thinking, is he does not want to get OT'd here.
Yep. He pulls the heal, heals 1 point of damage. And then giving the power probably to the 12.
I would assume the Bulba Mine, because it's more guard value.
Yeah, but you can make it 14 if you just put the critical to soul. So you're going to give it to the side that definitely doesn't
So that's 20.
hit. And then second check, nothing.
A rock.
And this is turn 3. As long as David's able to...
A rock is what he drove check.
Yep. As long as David's able to guard both attacks, it's game.
I do think it's game anyways.
Well, no, if he goes 4-4, it's first change in damage.
So it is 14.
And it does look like David Senokossoff is moving on to finals.
Congrats, David.
Congratulations, David. Going into the championship match against Gravidia.
Yeah. It was more of an exciting matchup, considering that we saw double heals constantly off 5 meteor plays.
Oh, man. But yeah, guys, we are going to be getting into the next round. I believe I'm going on break or somebody else is going on break, and we'll be going into the championship match. We'll see what's going on and get things sorted out. See you in the final round.